Good morning, I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2. So we're still in the middle of episode 2. I'm surprised, I thought that we would have beaten episode 2 by now, but then again, I'm also not surprised because episode 1 kind of pulled that also. It's kind of like a mid-season finale type thing, it seems like. So I don't know how much is left in episode 2, but we're gonna keep chugging along here. And we're kind of figuring out the aftermath of all that stuff that just happened. Hey, Regius. Hi.
Yes. I'm glad to see you. Out of everyone, I really wanted to thank you in person.
Well, thank you.
I'm grateful to you for righting my mistake. Thank you.
You're welcome.
At the same time, I want to apologize for going to such lengths to hunt you down, even though you were innocent of any wrongdoing.
I'm not sure if you knew that, though.
I put you in a situation where you had to fight your allies, and I am truly sorry. This incident was all my fault. Once the dust settles, I plan to take responsibility in a manner that satisfies everyone.
Alright.
You're saying you want to take responsibility in such a heavy tone? Are you planning suicide? I won't let you off that easily.
But the organization will crumble if those at the top don't take responsibility for their actions. We Arcs can't collapse.
That's an outdated way of thinking, Regius. Don't you think so? The fact that you broadcasted that announcement and used the code abyss yourself was to shoulder all the blame, was it not? What I can't stand the most is your attitude of wanting to take sole responsibility for the incident.
Then what? What do you want from a caste who only knows how to fight?
Seriously, you will always be an awkward one. There isn't just one way to take responsibility. It means thinking about how to make amends. That's where you need to start. If you really can't compute that, then... Okay, how about this? Work for Ark so hard that you think dying would be a blessing. Then you can die. If you died right now, you would place more of a burden on everyone. Got it?
Makes sense.
So, that's how to take responsibility.
It's amazing how much, like, how expressive he is, even though his face is completely static. Like, I don't know if it's, like, the shape of the eyes or whatever, but when he moves his head, like, the way that they move his head, the eye shape just kind of, like, is really effective in getting across his emotional state, I guess? I don't know. Oh, Risa. Oh, no. Oh, no, here we go again.
Oh, hello! You're looking good. That's wonderful. Arcs is being restructured, and it's going to get so much busier. Be sure to take care of yourself, okay? Info about the past, secrets, a lot. Tons of different stuff is going to be uncovered.
Great.
For example, oh, yeah, I have a story for you. Once upon a time, there was a baby who was very, very weak at birth. Oh, yeah, we'll just call her Risa, okay? Risa was incredibly powerful at handling photons, but her body couldn't keep up with her. For Arcs, that was a huge waste.
Oh.
To not use such talent was completely unacceptable.
I think I get where this is going.
So the next day, Risa was made into a cast. In one day, she underwent a complete metamorphosis.
And how did that happen?
Having attained a powerful body, she was able to fully demonstrate her innate abilities. don't know whether that Risa had the volition to do that herself. Nobody who becomes a cast remembers what they were like before the change.
So in this version of Phantasy Star, people are turned into casts. I didn't know that. I don't think that's been the case in any of the previous ones, unless it is and I've never picked up on it. That doesn't sound familiar to me. But that changes a lot of things.
But, even so, the current generation exists precisely because everyone pulled their strength and put in the effort.
So, she was turned into a cast as a child, which would explain the way she acts a lot, I think.
In the end, I guess it's up to each individual to decide whether their circumstances were fortunate or not. That's why Risa always says, it's your loss if you don't enjoy yourself! Well then, bye!
That explains a lot, actually. If people were being turned into it almost sounds like she was experimented on, you know, like all the rest of the. Hi.
Whoa, it's you, Bonehead. Good. Do you need me for something? No, I guess you wouldn't. If anything, you're probably just here to tell me off, right?
No.
You saw them too, didn't you? My clones. I'm the same as they are. Only I was lucky enough to be chosen from the group. I get that now. My powers are just replicated and reproduced. I'm easily replaced.
Is she a
It
clone?
was all just a place arranged for me to sit. If not me, another version would have been fine.
Well, now we've got.
I had no idea. So despite that, I took the title, became one of the 6, and acted like I was as good as the rest of the trio of heroes.
So now we've got like a Shadow the Hedgehog deal, where she doesn't know if she's the real her or if she's a clone. Because that was the plot. That was a very large portion of the plot in the Shadow the Hedgehog game, which we're also playing and about to finish right now. But it seems like that seems to be what's going on here.
Clarissa doesn't speak to me anymore.
I don't think that's...
What I heard was that guy, Luther or whatever his name was. He was controlling me all this time like a little puppet. It's ridiculous, really. If you can't laugh at how stupid I was, I don't know what you can. But how am I supposed to even laugh at all anymore?
Oh.
Wait, this feeling! It's Huey, he's coming! Listen, Bonehead! Don't tell him I was here! Don't you dare!
Oh, why? How? Hi.
The very photons in the air about to cry out. So hey, here I am. Took off again, did she? Hey, you. Claris Craze was here just now, right?
No, she wasn't, but she went that way.
I owe you one. Catch you later.
I like that. Oh, that was great. No, she wasn't here, but she went that way. Wow. Alright then. You are you. Oh, is the rest of this plot going to be centered around whether or not she's a clone or not? Because if this is anything like the first episode, then it's going to be a personal story at the end.
You!
Me.
Hey, good timing. Don't let her get away.
Don't come any closer, Huey! If you do, you're in for a blasting!
Tell
Oh my
me,
gosh,
Claris
she's so tiny.
Craze, why are you running?
Because you're chasing me! just quit worrying about me. I'm just... I don't deserve it.
Oh.
Who do you think I am, you big dummy? If you think I'm gonna leave you alone acting like this, you've got another thing coming.
But at the end of the day, I'm just a useless, defective replica. My staff, my reputation, my power, all of it given to me, and fake, worthless,
Oh.
just like me. I know that's what you're thinking too, Bonehead.
I'm not thinking that.
A mere imitation like me is worthless.
That's not true.
You're obsessing over nothing, Claris Craze. It's not like you. I understand feeling down about it, but I agree with our friend here.
But
In the
Claris
end,
Craze,
it doesn't matter if she's a
listen
clone or not.
carefully to what I'm about to say. Those were mere lookalikes.
how could that be? You saw them, Huey. There can be no doubt. They were my clones. And so am I. I'm a clone. I looked into it. All of it.
Oh.
I have no meaning or worth because
So she researched afterwards.
I'm just a clone
Whoa.
myself.
No.
Oh, wow. So you know you're a clone, huh? Then own it. And don't you dare avert your eyes from the truth. And with that, I'll say it again. Those were just lookalikes. They were absolutely, positively, definitely not you.
Huh?
If they were you, think how many times I've killed you. I am very not okay with that line of thinking. So
Good
listen,
point.
those things aren't you. They were an enemy we both faced, created by Luther. Back there, those doppelgangers, they were my enemies. My targets, Claris Craze. But, are you?
I fought you. I did such terrible things to everyone. I said all those horrible things. Even after all that, you're willing to forgive me?
Well, you were being manipulated, just like everyone else was.
Duh.
Huey, you're always so ridiculous.
Oh. A reason not to kill.
Live concert is being held in the shopping plaza.
I would go listen to a live concert, but I'm really invested in this plot right now. Hi. I still don't know where he stands on all this. Did my hair just go whoosh?
It's you.
What's the matter, Kuna? Lost your nerve?
I'm just not in the mood. Perhaps another time.
Can you believe that? She's using you as an excuse to bow out.
Great.
Keep prattling on like that, and your life is forfeit.
Just having a little fun. Now that Luther's gone, there's no need for me to be in a rush to die.
Great.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Photoners existed in ancient times. Even if they had exceptionally advanced technology, they wouldn't have been able to retain their form.
Okay,
With
so...
that in mind, Where do you think Luther's body came from?
That's a good question. I hadn't thought of that.
The answer is here. He used an Ark's body as a vessel. When his existing body failed him, he simply moved on to the next one, just as a Dark Falls would. It's a peculiar kind of irony, like a bad joke. But of course, then you realize he actually was one.
Were you created just like we were?
Indeed I was. I am a clone of Khosra, from the trio of heroes, part of the initial trial run.
Okay, so clones are a pretty big deal in this storyline right now.
Mass-produced like Claris Gray's, however. I'm stubborn, let's say. The first Khosra grew twisted and resistant to control, so Luther had to take over directly.
Oh.
I understand.
So Luther, the other Luther was Khosra, was the first clone of Khosra? Okay.
Don't get me wrong, though. Our situations may be similar, but I'm not asking for sympathy. I was the one who devised the artificial Draconians. That justifies me being a target of your vengeance, Kuna.
Oh,
I
okay.
failed to anticipate Luther's interference and put an end to his inhumane experiments. The onus for that failure lies with me.
Tell me then, Khosra. Why didn't you cover up the artificial Draconian incident then? You could have put things to rest behind the scenes, but you disclosed everything, including what happened at the lab.
That was the right thing to do.
It's almost as if you wanted to bring things to light. But why?
An excellent question.
Does he know?
I hate it when you do that, you know.
Wow. Okay, so he's a clone also.
Goodness. Another close shave.
Is what you just said true?
I wonder. I'll leave distinctions between fact and fiction to your imagination.
Oh, great. I'm starting to see what she means when she says, I hate when you do that.
I may have said too much, however. Loose lips and all that. Particularly when you're around, for whatever reason. Very disconcerting.
There's a lot of people who have said that about me.
I must bid you adieu before I inadvertently blurt something else out. Until next we meet.
Okay. So, clones are a pretty large part of... Oh, Zhao. Oh, this is the end of the chapter. Okay. Hi.
I have long awaited your arrival. What do you think of my Shion impression? Totally captured the vibe, right? I mean, I'm technically a copy of her, so it wouldn't be that weird if I had ended up exactly like her. But I think Shion did enough of the whole mysterious and dignified act for the both of us. I'd rather talk like, you know, a real person. Anywho, let's get right to why I called you here. There's something I wanted to tell you directly.
So, it seems like he's a copy of the planet pulled out of another time or another dimension or something. And the reason why he doesn't look like she does is because he's using a different body image than she did, because he doesn't have the exact same memories or attachment to that visual image of herself. That's what I'm assuming here. I'm not entirely sure on that, but that's what it seems like.
It's about Matoi.
Okay.
If I'm being quite honest with you, I'm not sure who or what she really is. We have no data on her. Surely you know as well as I do that someone with her insanely high level of skill sticks out like a sore thumb, right?
Yeah.
And I don't just mean in the ARC's database. She's not even in Shion's records. It's like someone deliberately edited her out.
Huh.
Now, if it had been Luther, that much I could understand. But even he didn't seem to know about her. And if it wasn't him, I can think of only one other possible suspect. It had to have been Shion. They must have erased all record of Matoi.
But why?
And it's not just Matoy that got wiped. Shion seems to have deleted all records beyond about, 10 or so years ago. Not just physical records either. Nobody in ARC seems to have any clear memories from them anymore either.
She erased history.
This isn't the sort of data we can just salvage or trace back either. It's vanished straight out of existence. Bloop, gone. Something important had to have happened then 10 years ago. But we can't revisit memories that no longer exist. What we need to do is go back directly and see it all for ourselves. You are more than capable of that. And this isn't just to sate my own curiosity either. Shion is no longer with us, and Luther has fallen. ARX is taking its first steps forward into a brand new era. What that means is that I now need to maintain both the control Luther held and the calculations that Shion ran all by myself. That's why, if I want to ensure the safety and stability of this newborn ARX, I need to know as much as possible about what happened. That includes even things I might not want to know the truth about.
Makes sense.
That said, I won't pretend I'm not curious about it all. I'd quite like to see what happened before I ever even existed. Right then. Idle hands never accomplished anything, so let's get to work. If we just head back to the time that has been wiped clean from history itself, we should learn a thing or two. This will be a lot like the sort of time travel you've done already. You've been through so much already that I'm sure this trip will be just another drop in the bucket of your wildlife experiences. Shion might have even known I'd try to do this. Maybe that's why they chose you in the first place.
Do I just have an innate time travel ability?
I'll be on backup duty. You just head to the target location. Let's find out what truly happened.
Okay. Me 10 years ago. Alright, here we go. Okay, so that's time travel. That's the bzz of time travel. So I'm starting to understand. I think that's what that is. So I'm 10 years in the past now, I guess?
This is the Amdusky of 10 years ago. It doesn't seem all that different. Even the atmosphere is roughly the same.
Okay.
What about you? Does anything feel off physically? You seem to be okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I may be able to turn back time.
I'm kind of covering his face right now.
Investigate what you need to quickly and...
Fall spawn.
Well, it won't be that easy, will it? You can't call for aid during this time period either. Be careful and... What?
Whoa!
Sweeping technique attack? Who would be so reckless?
Matoy.
Huh? I was told there would only be false spawn around here.
Is Claris Grays a clone of Matoy?
Oh, I see. A humanoid false spawn. That makes you a Dark Falls, right?
I'm not that.
I detect discrepancies in the observed data. Claris Grace. This person is no false spawn.
Matoy is Claris Grays. Okay. And the talking that she was getting from Clarissa was actually Shion. That makes a lot of sense.
Wait, what? But you said you were a false spawn, so I...
That statement is not factually correct. I merely suggested the possibility.
I can't believe you. I'm so sorry. I misunderstood.
Don't worry about it, Claris Grays.
Huh?
I'm gonna
How do you know
play
my
along.
name? I've hardly even met other ARC's operatives, let alone spoken to them. Could it be that you heard that voice? Ah, jeez. I'm right in the middle of talking. Why do I have to get an order now?
And the reason why the current Claris Grace can't hear her voice anymore is because she doesn't exist now. That's why the staff isn't talking to her anymore. It's starting to, it's all starting to make sense.
I'm really, really sorry. I won't make the same mistake twice.
Wow, okay.
You've realized who she is, I'm sure.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out before, but now
She's
it's...
Claris Craze the Second, the one from 10 years ago. In other words, she's a toy.
Yes.
She looks the same age that she is in our time. I don't know the details myself. All records of her were deleted.
Is Matoy also a clone?
What remaining reports we do have suggest this. Claris Craze the Second put her life on the line to stop an invasion of Falspawn. The fact that you found her here means our judgment wasn't wrong. Continue investigating just what happened those 10 years ago.
Okay. Intriguing. Precisely because we have already met. Alright. Interesting. Oh, more time travel. Oh, of course. We're in the past right now. I guess technically for my character is traveling back and forth. I'm just kind of wandering around. That's hilarious. So, yeah, they haven't... Wow. I just punched it in the face.
You kicked that Sylvan's butt so quick. Awesome. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to stare.
Is this Xeno?
I was just passing through. And then I heard this incredible sound and had to see what's going on. That's when I saw you knock down that enemy.
I like his suit.
So you're an Arx, right? What do I need to do to get as strong as you are? What kind of training are you doing? What abilities were you going for? And... Oh god, it's that Echo chick! Why is she calling me now? Well, I have to answer. Sorry, super powerful Arx person. Tell me more about yourself next time we meet.
Is this why everyone recognizes me? Throughout this whole game, I've been talking about how, oh, it's weird that everybody seems to know who I am, or they seem to, oh, you feel familiar. I wonder if this is why. If it's because I've gone into the past and they all recognize me from this interaction here. Even alone, she's noisy. Oh, okay. So, what do we got now? I really want to know what's going on here. Hi.
Are you really a member of Arx?
Technically?
Because normally, Arx operatives don't come out here.
Then what are you doing here?
I thought maybe you were under orders to, but she says you're not. So let me ask you once again. Are you really a member of Arx?
Say nothing.
I'm just kidding. I'm not an idiot. I can tell that you aren't here with any ill intentions. And besides, your photons are telling me that you're an Arx op.
Great.
But the fact that you didn't come right out and say so must mean that you're hiding something.
That's true.
And that makes two of us, I guess, though. No worries.
Aw.
Anyway, if you're part of Arx, then I want to hear all about it. Tell me what things are like for you. I'm different from normal Arx operatives, so I haven't had much contact with them.
Oh, is that what the KK in the heart on her back stands for, Claris Grace?
This is the first time I've met someone like you and been able to talk like this. That's why I'm so eager to chat.
She's got a hair
it's
ribbon.
It's my duty to
It's
protect
cute.
everyone, but I don't even really know who everyone is.
Why?
Wait, not again! Don't I get any free time? Sheesh. Hey you, the next time we meet,
Aww. Master and apprentice. Alright. Are we gonna meet young Gedemholt too? Oh, there's also the other two. The two sisters.
What a pain to have to go against.
I guess
all
they
these
would still be
things by
alive at this, or one of them would still be alive at this point, right? Because this is before that first Dark Falls attack.
This is turning out to be one big pain of a drill.
Oh man, I love it. I just punch.
Hang on a sec. It's you from the other day.
Me being so tall really makes everyone else look tiny, even though, I mean, he's smaller than in the future. Or in the
Man,
present.
You saved me. It was one after the other, and then I got surrounded. Honestly, I was shaking in my boots. Ah, forgive me. I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Zeno.
Yep.
And you are?
Don't get careless and communicate information about the future while you're in the past. Just be creative.
Call me whatever you like.
Whoa. Are you like some kind of secret agent or something? What should I call you then? Arcs teacherino is a bit long, and you're not really a teacher. There has to be.
He's gonna call me
something more
master.
Fitting. Got it. You're
Mentor.
Super strong. So from this day forth, you're my mentor. Mentor.
Great.
Thanks for the save back there, mentor. Honestly, it feels like I could ask you about anything now. To start off, I want to ask you something. Oh, Echo's calling me. If I ignore her, she's really gonna get on my case. Oh, guess I gotta pick up. Next time I see you, I want a full info dump on how to beef up. And beef up like you, mentor.
Great. Am I just gonna, and then I'm just gonna disappear, and then they're never gonna, okay.
Increased readings on the profound darkness in the nefarious skies.
Okay, so, or no, I guess I'm following up. Okay, I was gonna say, is it gonna be like, I'm gonna promise to tell him stuff, and then I don't come back to the past again, and then...
Yeah, I thought so. I figured you'd be coming soon. You better tell me everything. You promised. What should I ask about first? The mission arcs operatives go on? About life on the ship? There's so much I want to know. You better keep up.
Aww. Okay, so this ship is, the ship that we're standing on is the one that was crashed here 40 years ago, right? And then...
Patrolling, defending... Arcs operatives sure have it rough. I mean, I'm an Arcs operative too, but my goal is different from everyone else's. You want to know what it is? Exterminate all false spawn and protect everyone. That's all.
Is that different than everyone
That's the
else's?
reason I exist. She says we have to exterminate false spawn to correct all of history.
Okay.
This obelisk is where the previous Claris Craze did everything she could to seal the Dark Falls 30 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this
Simply
is...
sealing it away was really the best she could do. She had no hope of defeating it. I'm sure that frustrated her. It frustrates me too. If only I'd been there. I would have ripped that Dark Falls to shreds and eviscerated it instead of sealing it.
Ooh. Okay.
It's okay, don't worry. I'll annihilate every last false spawn in Dark Falls for sure.
That's dangerous to do alone.
Not for me. Do you even believe what I've been telling you? It's fine. I'm perfectly okay on my own. I've been alone this whole time.
Aww.
And that's just the way things are meant to be.
Oh, don't say that.
It's actually easier being by myself. My fighting style's pretty reckless.
Yeah,
So I could end up accidentally hitting other people.
we noticed that.
trying to eliminate the Dark Falls, then there'd be no point, right? But you're just worried about me, yeah? Thanks. I appreciate that.
Aww.
Okay. I think I might have slacked off a bit too much. I should get going. I hope to see you again. Let's talk more next time. Bye!
Aww. Aww. Techniques of the Master. Mentor! That's me! I'm Mentor.
Mentor!
Go!
Mentor!
Okay, great. Hi.
I finally found you. Oh, last time, I said I wanted you to tell me what mindset I need to have to be a powerful Arcs. For example, what you learned from your seniors. Oh, there's a ton of things I want to know.
It's really funny because I learned a bunch of stuff from him. Unless I didn't. See, because what if I'm traveling back in time? See, here's my theory. I have another theory.
Your seniors told you it's the senior ops duty to help junior ops, huh?
My other theory is that it's potentially I have come back from even further in the future, and I'm doing like a double back in time thing. I wonder if that's what's going on.
Saying mentor seniors is a mouthful, so I'm just gonna go by what you said. Still, you're so knowledgeable, Mentor. Being on the front lines is a totally different ballgame. Right now, the false spawn are strong on offense, and all anyone's talking about is how to effectively fight them off.
Okay.
No one's thinking about people, let alone the juniors. It seems like everyone has their plates full with their own junk and won't bother looking out for people around them.
Aww.
Oh, damn! I skipped one of my training sessions. Bye, Mentor!
I don't know what it is, but when he says mentor, it doesn't sound like the word mentor. It sounds like something else. That's my enemy. Okay. Alright. This seems like it's important. Alright, Claire's Grace. I keep wanting to call her Matoy.
Stay back. They're still coming. Keep the gloves up.
I like how in the past I'm just fighting with my fists. Hi.
Ah, I see. I wondered why I wasn't
You're
sensing my little ones as much recently.
not the same.
So it was you. Don't you think you're being a little tough on my babies? You insolent Arc scum.
Isn't this the same one that took, what's his name? It took his sister? This is a different body, it looks like. Unless I'm mistaken.
She was right. Defeating your false spawn minions made you come out of hiding.
Oh.
You mean to say you meant to lure me out? Do you even know who I am? My...
Oops.
Of course. You're Dark Falls apprentice. You're the Dark Falls who controls the insectoid false spawn and manipulates the battlefield with waves of minions. Am I forgetting anything?
Ooh.
Yes, precisely. Very impressive. But do you truly understand, my dear? Do you know what exactly a Dark Falls is?
Naturally. You're my enemy.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
No luck, huh?
A violent little thing, aren't you? Attacking without warning.
And you're pretty cowardly. If you're going to come at me, get on with it.
Ooh.
I'll pass I'm sure I can come up with a more suitable way to kill you, my dear.
That was menacing.
And she's gone. She was pretty chatty for a Dark Falls.
It was reckless to take her on by yourself.
You're worried about me? Thanks. But relax, I'm fine. There's nothing to worry about.
I'm not so sure about that.
I provoked her on purpose. Now she'll keep targeting me.
Instead of other people?
Oh, but you know what? It might be dangerous to hang out around me until I defeat her.
Aw.
Guess that means we won't have as much time to talk, huh? Aw, I really should have thought this through a little more. Alright, I guess this just means I'll have to defeat that Dark Falls as soon as possible. And there's no time like the present. I better get moving. Later.
Wow. She's very gung-ho about that. Alright. Either way, that's about all the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night. And we're gonna go through the rest of... Well, I don't know. There still might be a bunch of episode 2 left. We'll do that tomorrow. Bye-bye!